Ford said, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Hello and welcome to your Snarky Rainbows moment, where we throw in a dash of hope with a twist of snark and try to find our own unique ways over the rainbow. I am Catherine Lang, and I am here to have a little fun, make some friends, and find ways to be relentlessly helpful. You can connect with me over at www.catherinelang.com or, of course, snarkyrainbows.com. If you're looking for a little more focus or encouragement for your journey, or you just need some more guidance, why don't you schedule a free coaching call with me today? You can do that at www.catherinelang.com/coach. Let's connect, let's share, let's grow, because that's what today is about. It is about collaboration. Over the last few weeks, I have been talking and sharing with a variety of groups. And it's been interesting to me because the focus has kind of been on collaboration, collaborating with others, collaborating online and in different ways and for different projects. And it's been interesting to learn the different meanings that people have for collaboration. But ultimately, it all comes back to working together for a mutual beneficial goals. It doesn't have to be the same goals. We just have to be mutually beneficial to each other. Mastermind groups work with collaboration. Even Twitter chats help with collaboration. And throughout all of these different conversations, I've been reminded that it's not all about me. Now, I would really appreciate it if you don't tell my family, because sometimes I like them to think it's all about me. It makes my life easier. But in truth, it's not all about me. And the other day, I was involved in a Twitter chat on, obviously, on Twitter. It's called Social Cafe, and you can follow Twitter chats simply by following the hashtag. And I use a Twitter system called TweetDeck to make it easier for me to follow the Twitter chats. But anyway, Social Cafe was focused on collaboration, and we were talking about how you can collaborate, when you can collaborate, where to collaborate, and basically the benefits of collaboration, not only for you, but for the people that you're collaborating with. And the more we talked about it, the more I began to understand the power that comes from collaboration. And a lot of the things that we do, we don't think about as collaboration, but they are. Anytime we come together for a mutual beneficial activities, we are collaborating with one another. We don't have to be finishing a project. We don't even have to be starting a project. We just have to be giving each other the fuel we need to keep going. So Twitter chats are great for that. That is one way that you can collaborate. But if it is important to also collaborate in person. And I discovered co-working night several months back. Okay, I found co-working night. Co-working night had been there. Urban Engine has been doing co-working night for 3 years in Huntsville, Alabama. And it is a Wednesday night gathering where people just come and they share and they talk. And sometimes there's a speaker that leads a session. Sometimes it's just a group of people getting together, like in the Foundations group, and we're sharing our ideas and we're feeding off each other's ideas and we're helping each other fix the ideas or move forward with the ideas. So collaboration is going to look different in different situations, but that's another great place to collaborate. And finally, meeting in person on a more intimate one-on-one or a small group situation. I was recently invited to spend some time with Bethany and Victoria, who were holding a writers conference in Coleman. And I didn't want to drive all that way to Coleman. And the funny thing is that Coleman's only about 30 minutes from my house. And I always make fun of the people that say, oh, you're going to drive all that way. But I was one of those people that day. But Victoria had reached out to me and she had invited me to come participate and to be a part of this event and to come meet up with her and Bethany in person. And her investment in that invitation pushed me to take that step. And so it's not only important to find ways online to collaborate and find ways in person to collaborate, but it's so important to invest in the invite and to invite other people to come collaborate with you. Now, here's your happy thought for today. The effort of investing in other people, no matter what the size of that investment, will bring back a return. The return will always come back to you bigger than what you put in it. If, and remember, if is half of life. So if you are willing to make that other person the priority. Otherwise, you turn that focus back on you. And remember, we've discussed before, when you put the focus on you, you put on the me brake and you stop the forward progress. So you can invest in others, knowing that what you're investing in others will return to you and then some. We are created for relationships, and collaboration is the beginning of those relationships. When we make the point to look at the benefit for others, when we make a point to invest in others and to think about others, then we begin to develop the relationships that are going to move us forward. And not only that are going to move us forward, but that we're going to help push forward and fuel forward in their own journey. You are created for relationships. And if you're created for relationships, then how are you going to make those relationships valuable? Not only for you, but for others. What are you going to do? There are two keys that you need to think about when you're thinking about collaboration and relationships in general. First is you want to create lasting connections. And in order to create lasting connections, you're going to have to take time to meet and greet and get to know other people. But once you make these connections, what are you going to do to grow them up? Well, that's when you invest in being relentlessly helpful. What can I do to help you? Not for my benefit, not in expectation of return, but just to help you out. And as you begin doing that, creating connections and being relentlessly helpful, then the collaboration is going to be organic. It's going to happen. And as that organic collaboration happens, opportunities begin to open up. It's worth the investment. And yeah, there are going to be moments when you don't want to. There are going to be moments when you want to stay at home and watch TV and eat ice cream. There are going to be times when you want to stay in the bed under the covers because it's cold outside and the last thing you want to do is go out there. Or there's going to be summers when you want to stay in front of the air conditioner because it's hot outside and you don't want to go out there. But it's worth the investment. It is worth taking the time to reach out and connect with somebody. Make a plan for lunch or make a plan for coffee or just attend that local meeting that you've been promising yourself you're going to attend. Look, in my case, the reason I started going to co-working night was not because I thought, oh, I'm going to be wonderful and go invest in people. It was because someone invited me to be part of a writers group. And once I went to help lead this writers group, then I began to connect to all these different people and got involved and invested in these folks. And so I started going to all the sessions, and I miss it when I don't get to attend. It is worth the investment, no matter what the result is immediately. It will be worth the investment in the end. Now, here's your moment of hope. If one can put 1,000 to flight and two can put 10,000 to flight, then imagine what can happen when three of us get together and collaborate. We can quite literally change the world. When we make the choice to invest in others, we make way for the impossible to become the reality. So make today a day of collaboration.